Hello, all, and welcome back to, well, another vlog. Ugh. Right, okay, so let's just start this. As the title said, these are my thoughts on RWBY Ice Queendom and the trailer at least, and why I won't be doing a reaction series to it all. I say I will do RWBY stuff. It's one of the few things that I will always do. Except that. Except that. Not that. And there's a very good reason why I won't do that. Anime. I don't do anime. If you're not familiar, I spent years hyping up and with the great desire to do the Castlevania Netflix series. Once I had finally cleared all the other TV shows I was going to do off my list, I was going to dedicate time to doing that. Then Toei Animation went after Totally Not Mark. Then Showpro killed that guy in the Suede's channel. He's got he's got a new one, and it's going to be, he's going to get, if you're not familiar, he does, Totally Mark does general anime stuff in general, and as a reviewer, and Suede, for the most part, and that's what got targeted by Shueisha, is a Pokemon reviewer. These people are reviewers. I'm a reactor. And they're in the legal gray area, a lot higher in the legal gray area than I am. But it's been made clear it's not safe to do anime stuff on YouTube. Even screenshots. Even that trailer. Not if it comes from Japan, at least. And this is made but with and heavily by Shaft. So that's why I'm not doing it. I don't do anime content. I don't do stuff with anime clips in it. No. Nothing. That's why all my reaction series I've done to abridged stuff, gone. All that. Why there are death battles missing? I took them down. Like, I'm happy for RWBY that they got this happening, because I know Monty would love this. To see how big it is on, and to get to work with one of the big, at least from what I know, big anime studios. I don't even know who approached who about this, but the fact this exists at all as a RWBY fan is amazing. Even if, as I've said repeatedly, I'm not sure I'm all that hype for it. Which is where we get to my thoughts. First things first, it looks amazing. I'm not even gonna, I have been dissing the 2D, the 2D representations of RWBY characters from official material a lot, and this looks great. The one in hold on, let me just pull out my Switch so I can get the name of it. The RWBY Magna? No, the other RWBY Magna. Let's see. The official concept art. God no. The RWBY Arena game. That one looked mostly great. That one looked mostly great, but it had a few issues with proportions that irritated me. And such. Even Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle had some bits where was like, on the art. This looks fantastic. It looks like someone actually has turned the characters in 2D, which, to be fair, the fans had conquered a long time before the fucking any of the official material did. But still, I'm not gonna diss the third RWBY Magna, the fan Magna, because that one's a fan thing, and who cares how it looks. or if it's not canon, because it's not canon. It's just some fun silliness for the fans by the fans. And I have been wary of side projects here and there because a lot of the side projects I have issues with. I'm not a big fan of either of the RWBY Magnas because they both do things I'm not fond of. I still don't like the fact that there was an entire RWBY light novel that never got even translated. That's just questionable to me. As a marketing decision. And even then, I've heard it's not exactly great. All that spectacular was the only thing it had going for it was... it has it going for it was pulling in people via putting the main characters in swimsuits on the cover. So I have heard mixed things about the coffee books. There have been good stuff. There's also been not great stuff. So there's that, bringing in the mixed stuff. Then there's the fact that they brought in RWBY, or a butcher, the Butcher. I may not know how to pronounce his name, but I know how to pronounce his nickname. And Shaft on this, because on one hand, Shaft does amazing work. I don't know if they've done Fate Zero, but the clips I've seen of their other stuff looks great, and Madoka is... Especially the Madoka movies, which if this is anything like the quality of those, amazing. And I like Madoka. I even like Rebellion. As divisive as that movie is. But I am familiar enough with the reputation of the Butcher, as well as that. So there's a tiny bit of mixed feelings on there. So on one hand, this could be amazing. And then there's the other things. Like, from all appearances, this doesn't just appear to be set during the Beacon era. This seems to be a retelling of the first season of the show done in 2D. Which... is that necessary? I mean, don't get me wrong. I will be the first to say that Volume 1 and 2, writing-wise, were... Volume 2, garbage. Volume 1, garbage fire. There are things I love, but they really were not great at the whole writing thing. Could you give me a moment here? I need to do something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, had a quick little... Right, so... yeah, and then but it looks like it's a retelling, and like... the writers had not exactly figured out how to write well at that point in the show. There's a lot of people who I think are of the opinion that the later stuff sucked, but I think it's disingenuous to pretend there's any good writing involved in Volume 1, and all that much good writing involved in 2. Well, no, okay, there was a few moments of good stuff, but that was usually down to subtle character model stuff. And during scenes. Like a few little subtle things involving Yang and Ruby and such and so on. But it was still pretty bad. And they really could have done a better job of everything. So I'm not going... and they said they would never redo the Season 1, Volume 1 for free themselves. So I can understand maybe having Shaft to take a swing at it. But at the same time, when I first laid eyes on this, I was kind of like, is this going to be untold stories of their Beacon days? And now we're getting, like... but all I saw were mostly saw were redones of either scenes from Volume 1 or the trailers, which is just... None of the stuff from Japan has moved past that, and I'm just like... just... The only hope I have is the fact that this is called Ice Queendom. Means it's going to be focusing on Weiss, who is not my favorite character, but could lead to a whole new perspective on things. I don't think any of them have ever focused on Weiss and her perspective on things, so that could be interesting. More of her home life, and such, just more interactions between characters we didn't really get, because especially even during those volumes, because they had limited time and limited budget and limited skill. I think this could be good. I think this could be amazing. No, that one's the very smallest, but it could also just be a flop. So, none of that is why I'm not reacting to it. It's entirely the anime thing. Because I never reacted to Volume 1 free, so... But also, I feel like... There's all... that's the other thing. If this is just a rehash of Volume 1, I don't think it'll be all that good for reaction material. The less you... In my experience, the less you know about it something you're reacting to, the better. This is exceptionally true of for me at least. Well, less you know in advance, at least, about what's going to happen. I still regret watching that scene from V8 that or what the V7? It might have been V7. I recorded a reaction to the RTX exclusive thing, not exclusive thing, but the leak out there, and I was going to post it up, and I decided better not to, and that's why I haven't done 9. And yeah, that's the thing. Volume 9. A small part of me is like, we're getting an announcement for this, possibly getting this before Volume 9. What the hell? Because I don't actually know when this is released. Now, like I said, I don't really mind. The most of me is like, whatever. It's like, I like RWBY where it is. But it's one thing I've been fighting for the entire time. Well, saying, give them more time. They need more time. RWBY has always been held back by the constraints of money and time. And there's only so much you can do about money, but time is something the show could have been afforded to give them. I do really think each season would have been better with an extra 6 months of time to make shit. The infamous season would have been even better since it wouldn't have had a Grey show leech from it. I don't remember the name of it. It's the one that went to HBO, got taken over by their writers, and ruined. That's what I know about it. The funny thing is, I was actually thinking of doing that show at some point. That's not happening ever. Oh God. Even ignoring, the fact that I don't know whether or not season 2 should be treated like or even season 1 should be treated like a TV show or a RWBY. There's also the fact that RT itself is not perfect about its own handling of fan content. That's to say, they're pretty great in that they're allowing it, but sometimes the left hand doesn't speak to the right hand, and someone might get striked or get blocked, and they won't unblock them, even though they're literally doing everything the show creators want. Because the show creators love reactors. In general, I mean. Because, like, we've all heard about the thing with Murder the Birds and reacting to his reaction. But yeah, Blaze through Frostbound, that's what the game was called. I'm glad this exists. I'm gonna watch it. But I'm not sure if I'll even cover it in its own video. Speaking of things to do with my channel, I've already announced this in separate videos, and there'll probably be an update going up well before this does. But I'll say here, with the exception of RWBY, I'm thinking, this might change, of shifting my channel to mostly retirement. No, I'm still going to do stuff, but what I'm going to do is different and less often. Is what I want to do, what I try to do, is live stream reactions to stuff. To mostly, again, mainly to the shows that I already do, stuff I already do, except RWBY. The trouble I have with RWBY, I'm not doing that, plus it would be one episode a week. Whereas I can let other stuff, like, say, the DVD stuff, the Dragon Ball Short stuff, build up. And then do them all, or Hunter the Parenting, and do a bunch of them at once, live streamed. I just want to do it that way, because it seems like it's fun. I might change my mind after doing it once or twice, but I want to give it a try. So, yeah. When that happens, once I've run out of pre-made content, the only time you'll get any more is me either uploading a live stream or me breaking up a live stream to upload it. And, yeah. And that won't be happening all the time, so... I've got a lot of stuff. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do upload when this one's going up, because I've got months of stuff, and I'm not exactly going to hasten that, just because, well, why not? But yeah. Hey, you dog. To quote RWBY, eat a butt. There you go. And, of course. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about, you know. I'm glad this are eager to see it, but... Oh yeah, that part of the... yeah, I skipped over some stuff with V9. But yeah, I don't mind they're taking their time, especially with World the way it is. And if the product isn't, you know, reflective, at least some extra time being put into it, I will be miffed. If the season's bad by my standards, because yeah, there will be people who would say it was bad no matter what. So, by my standards and such, I'll be upset. But currently, the only thing I'm upset about with V9 is they put that freaking thing, that clip out, and I haven't been able to interact with the fandom since, for fear of spoilers, for my reaction channel. Yay! Anyways, yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about that stuff, get that all up. So I signing out, and I will see you all next time, folks.